All right. So, we've been talking about the housing market and everything else going on uh, in the market, low inventory, recession talk looming. What are your thoughts on what we're going to be experiencing over the next 12, 24 months?
You know, I had to speak at a lunch and learn the other day, and so I kind of focused on what does Wall Street know that we don't know, right? Because you look at, they don't know everything, but when you got some of the most highly educated and finger on the pulse of the economy people in the world, and all they're doing is raising billions of dollars to buy more single family rentals in the Sun Belt, that tells you something, right? They are looking at it and seeing what I've seen, and a lot of people in Houston that talk on social media or talk at events and that have a lot of experience in buying and selling and fixing and renting and you name it, is we have a real housing shortage in America. I mean, an affordable housing shortage. It's not 2007-08 when we had a bunch of irresponsible lending and a bunch of foreclosures and a bunch of extra inventory. We truly are in a shortage situation, and I don't see it getting better. I mean, if you look at, how many houses were built in the last year versus how many houses were built in the 1950s, it's about the same. Well,
Yeah.
we need more houses than we did back then, and we're not building them. And the ones that are getting built aren't $140,000.
No,
So
I mean, really, sub 200,000. It's pretty much extinct unless it's
darn near gone. Yep.
unless it's maybe a tiny home or a modular home, and maybe that that's what becomes the first time home buyer home.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Mobile
know.
homes. Hell, you can't buy a mobile home for what you could buy it for a year or two ago. Man, damn near doubled to buy, say a new one. And
100%. I've seen them now, especially if it comes with an acre or two. 300,
Oh, yeah.
easy.
It's insane.
So from an investor standpoint, you alluded on to, hey, look what the big guys are doing. There's a reason why they're literally trying to gobble up as much real estate as possible. They have more information than we do. Now you can like that or not. You can like those companies or not, but at the end of the day, that's what they're doing. So you're saying, hey, I'm watching them and I'm trying to see, hey, how can I do the same thing?
We've been in that mode since day one. I don't see a bubble coming. I used to argue on social media quite a bit. Now I just kind of throw up my 2 cents in once in a while. And someone said something about a bubble. I said, except it's not a bubble. And get me wrong, I don't know anything, so I wouldn't listen to me for investment advice anyway. But I don't see a bubble coming just because it's a true shortage. I don't see 20% appreciation for the next 5 years per year like we had last year. But if you had 20% appreciation and you put 20% down on a house, you just doubled your money in 1 year, right?
Yeah.
So you think about, people don't think like that, and the commercial real estate industry has been thinking like that for decades. Is buy something, make a little bit of money on it, maybe if you can, but really they don't care about cash flow. They care about building wealth and appreciation, and that's what we've over the last 5 years learned, that's what you really need to focus on.
Yeah, wealth preservation. Yeah, wealth preservation through staving off inflation, also substantial tax benefits, and then you've got the appreciation side and cash flow side, which is the wealth creation. You got preservation and creation, and the rich understand this.